Hello guys, it's Fed again, and we're back with a new unboxing video. And this here is again a really big box. I actually thought this here was not going to come this year, but it actually came today. This here is the 30th anniversary of Akira. If you do not know what Akira is, I suggest you check it out because this here is one of the most iconic manga you can get. It is from back in the mid '80s. It is 6 novels in total. There is a movie, which is probably what got manga and anime on the map at that time, because it was so more different than the things that were around that time. The only thing that was a bigger success would probably be Astro Boy, and we're then going into the era of talking about after Akira we had Dragon Ball was of course a bigger one. It was not popular at the start, but yeah, as you can see here, this here is the limited edition, actually it's the 35th anniversary edition. It's from 1982, and again, as said, it is definitely an iconic movie and an iconic manga. And if you've only seen the movie, I suggest you definitely check the manga out because, okay, they broken this here. Fuck. Assholes. Oh, okay. Well, unfortunately, they cut this here open. Yeah. That's what happens with shipping. Okay. Anyways, as I was saying, if you've only seen the movie, which is around 1 hour and 30 minutes, I think, maybe 1:45, it is only the first book you see here. There are other books. There are, as I said, a total of 6. And yeah, and let's take a look at it. And this here is heavy as hell because these heroes are actually around the size of a phone book each. Yeah, and they, oh, for heaven's sake, they really broke this here. Okay. Yeah, they've completely destroyed this here. So, as you can see here, this was supposed to be, yeah, here. So they broken that, cut that up. Yeah, that's because this here is heavy as hell. So. I'm probably gonna report that. Okay, but anyways, it is heavy. Anyways, just so you know, this here is, of course, as I said, 6 total novels. There's, of course, the Akira Club with it. I do not actually own the manga. This is actually why I picked this here up, because I'm a huge fan of the movie and the mangas. I've read them, but I thought this here would be a great thing to purchase. So as I said, 35-year anniversary edition, and yeah. And let's check out the front here. As you can see here, yeah, again, as I said, they really ruined the case here, but yeah, what can you expect from idiots who don't appreciate or have any concern for other people's property when they just throw it around. So yeah, so this here should have been opened this way here, and there you have it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the books, at least the books are intact. That's great. there is for good health, for bad education sticker. This here is the logo that Tetsuo, or yeah, I think it's Tetsuo. I can't remember that. Has on the back. It's one of the icons he has on the back. On his jacket, red jacket. So yeah, let's dig into this here. So we have this here is a protection sheet from the books, because they're probably not 100% the correct size, so that's okay. So here's the first one. This here is all hardcover. So you have, and I think I'm gonna do this here a little bit differently so you can actually see the books. So there's nothing special to the case here, but only that they ruined it. And I'm gonna say that a lot because I hate people who ruin stuff for me. But yeah, let us just try and focus this here a little bit. There we go. So as you can see here, the first book, the 35-year anniversary, it's hardcover with a wraparound with it, or protection around it. And this here is the art of some of the original stuff here. Goes through all the things here, and you need to remember this here is meant to be read the other way. So it is from right to left, not from left to right. So this here is the original art piece here, just so you know. And that's why it's this way here. The art is probably iconic for most people. I gotta say that, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is Tetsuo, because that's Kaneda. Yeah, part 1 Tetsuo. And yeah, it is a beautiful work of art, and this here is definitely high quality. I got this here from America because it was a lot cheaper, even with imports. So I'm probably not going to return it. I'm just mad that they. I'll see what Amazon can do about this here. But yeah, it is, as you can see, high quality all the way around. And it's still available. It's not that expensive, in my opinion. So that's the first book. Let us check out the second one. And again, these here are, it's not a small, they are not small. They're around 400 pages, maybe 300. No, 200, I think. What's the page number? Give me a sec. No, 300. I was guessing right. 300 pages. So again, the original art style. It's reprinted. As you can see here, beautiful cover in general, and starts out with just. Yeah, it's really amazing here. So as you can see here, colored in the front, and then we go to the some of the art here is colored in the start. We get a little bit more in depth here. And this here is why you need to buy stuff sometimes. Like, you can read this online, but there's nothing. I purchase like a lot of digital stuff, but when it comes to books, especially manga and comics, this is where I want them physically. There's no replacing this here. actually thinking here. This here is the second part. If I remember correctly, is it the first two books? I said that it was like the first book pretty much. There's a lot in the first book that is not covered in the movie. But I think it is the third book that actually ends the same way as... yeah. This here ends with... Yeah. It's the third book, the first three books. So the 4, 5, and 6 are the things that are not covered in the movie, and I do recommend. And I think actually it was because they were not he was not done with it. So again, we have the third book here. Great art again. And here we have this here. And yeah. And the story is amazing in many ways, so I do say that you should definitely check it out. It's one of the most iconic mangas in all time. I know Dragon Ball is for many people the entry, but trust me, this here is, and the movie especially. If you can get the original movie with the original voiceover from either American or Japanese, because they were remade at some point and they were not that well done. So I do think that yeah, and this here is some of the most iconic stuff, and you can just see this here, like the detail to how this here was drawn is insane. So yeah, I can only say that this here is, again, you're paying a couple of $100. I think it's 150 to 200 bucks for this here collector's edition, with all included, and you get like this here is 300 pages each, so it's free. That's 1,000 pages almost, and you have 1,000 pages extra on the side. That's half the story. So, just saying, you're getting your money's worth. It's not. It is not. You're not. They're not escaping out on you. It's not like some. It's so bad and everything. But no. You're getting your money's worth here. So, fourth book, and it's been a long time since I've actually read. I've gone through the book, so I'm actually gonna try and read these here again. The only thing I never liked is, while reading, I always take these here off, and that's because they're so tedious to have when you're holding it in your hand. This here is a heavy book in general, so yeah, be aware of this here. But again, just looking everything through, you got your colors in the start, and then it turns into classic. And again, trying to be gentle here because it is a fresh book, probably never been opened that much, so the glue in the bag is... But it's solid. It's solid everywhere. Ends with color again. It has some nice art here. We have this here, and of course, yeah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. And the fifth book. Here we have Kaneda. Or is it other way around? I can never remember. Kaneda and Tetsuo are the two main primary. I know Akira is one of the things, but he's actually not the main protagonist. It's just a story about him and the whole thing that happened. But yeah, let's look at the here. But again, beautifully drawn. The quality is there. There's nothing, and if you get these here on paperback, it's the same book. There's nothing been changed. Only it's hardcover. They've done some extra things, some extra features with it. They've improved. Probably reprinted it and everything. So yeah, definitely worth it. And here we have all the merchandise, probably from one of the stores in Akihabara. So yeah, incredible. And again, excuse me. So yeah, really awesome stuff here. Let's take this sucker out here and yeah, I know it was Kaneda. Kaneda is the first one. That's Tetsuo. So Tetsuo is, could you say, the bad guy? But Kaneda is the primary one. He's also the guy with the bike and everything. So yeah. So that's Kaneda. That's Tetsuo. So yeah, great stuff. And that was the sixth book. The sixth book. So now we're going into something that I've never seen before. That's the Club Akira. So this here is not a Japanese one. So holy crap, it's heavy. So this here is a standard book. So let's actually first off check out the cover. So this here is probably art from him, from Katsushiro Otomo, sorry. And memory of Akira lives on in our hearts. There are some illustrations, title pages, memory gallery, unpublished work. So this here is all the stuff that he's drawn for Akira, and it took him almost a decade to finish this here. So I do think it is his insane creation. I have the 10th anniversary DVD edition. There was only like 10,000 prints of them worldwide. I have one of those, and they go into a lot of detail of restoring the original work and how they did that. There was also sadly the one that they redid some of the voice work for the American one, which is not good. But they have the original Japanese one, which I think is the way to go. I think if you're gonna watch this here, either find the original dub version of the American subtitles or go with Japanese one. But yeah, I gotta say this here is a collection as it could be. I do think actually some people have tried to make the bike in real life. They've never been able to actually have a working model. I know that the light bikes in Tron and all the movies there are trying to replicate some of that. But the problem is that even though it looks really cool, now that it is not handy and functional at all. So be aware of that. But the bike is probably one of the things here, one of the more iconic parts here. So yeah, I do think. Yeah, it is definitely a piece of art. Color, not color, title pages collection from episode 41 to 71. I do not remember if this here was printed, like this here novel was printed in smaller collection. I do think it was. So,
Sorry.
shut up, Siri. So again, it is definitely worth picking up, in my opinion, if you're a fan. It is not something that you should just go out and buy because you think, oh, I might like this here. But it is, if you want everything from it, it is actually a better deal to some things. And here we have like the publication of it all. yeah, so these are all the small comics he did instead. And here we actually have it. So just look here. It was started in '82, where episode 1 and 2 was released. So we're talking that, and yeah, it was in Young Magazine, which is a Japanese magazine. I'm probably guessing. Maybe it's American. I've never heard of it. So just look at all this here. Like, it took from 82 to 95 or 93 to finish this here. And I think the movie is from 78. So this here is when the movie came out. And hence why this here is half the story and he was not finished with it. So yeah. So this is where the movie was made back in '87. It came to the States, I think around '88 maybe. I saw it back in '90, I think. So yeah. Hence the movie is missing some of the key parts of the story, because it does vastly change later on. Let us actually look at if there's anything else in the box. Even though it's pretty much destroyed. So just so you know, the sticker here from Canada. The piece here, I do think this here is just for holding up. Yeah, this here is just for holding up the books. So let me just see if I can put that back in. So yeah, there's nothing else in it. So let us put everything back. So we know how to store it. So because this is a longer book, the art book, it goes in here. And then we start with 6. And number 5. Just so we have everything. And there we go. And lid on. So yeah, there you have it, guys. Sorry for the long video, but I do wanted to show off the piece of the Resistance, the books themselves, and especially the art book. Again, it's around $150 to $200. It was on sale for $120 at one point. I actually ordered it at that time, and the pre-order just as normal got. I actually think I got the discount on that. But again, it is sad to see the box destroyed almost. It is actually the centerpiece of everything, in my opinion. But I do think that's because either customs tried to open this here and figure out what's inside, and they just fucked everything up, or yeah, I do not know what happened here. I'm boggled. My mind is like, how in God's name did they do this here? Because I actually think you need to open it here and then you pop it out this way. They've pretty much destroyed it because they're fucking idiots. So yeah, it is not in the best condition. And the box itself, I do not know if we can get a replacement for it. The books are pristine at least, and that's the important part. So yeah, thank you for watching. Hit that like button if you liked this video. Hit that dislike button if you didn't. Leave a comment, please. Follow me on Twitter. There are social links in the description. And of course, as always, if you want to keep up to date what I do, please subscribe. Until next time, I'm Fett. Happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, and all that spiel there. Until next time, bye.